All right, shalom, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, all honor, and all glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem Rakakwadash. First and foremost, I also want to give double honors to my elders and apostles at Great Millstone that do well. And I would like to say peace and salutations to the Lord's elect, the hopeful elect in 1/3. And Lord's will, this lesson will be edifying as well as exhorting to the sincere sheep of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem Rakakwadash. And to Wadiya, Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Rakakwadash, for giving me the inspiration to do this lesson. And as the title reads, 12,000 from the tribe of Joseph is referring to Ephraim. Okay, so I just want to do a real quick lesson, GMS quick hit, just in case any new young brothers or new young sisters are studying and reading and may come across while reading Revelation 7, and you see the elect being mentioned and the 12,000 from each tribe, and you notice that there is Joseph mentioned but not Ephraim. So what I want to go into real quick is just to show you how Joseph is interchangeable with the tribe of Ephraim. Okay, so let me just check the audio. Just give me a moment. Just to show you how Joseph is interchangeable. All right. So let's go into this real quick. Okay, so let's go here and let's go here. So you got Revelation 7 right here. All right, and actually what I want to do is let's put Joseph's, let's put how many, do this. How many sons did Joseph have in the Bible? Okay, right there, Joseph. Okay, so Joseph had two sons, all right, but Joseph himself is not a real depiction, okay, but Joseph himself only had two sons, which Manasseh was the firstborn, and then you had Ephraim, okay, so let's go right into it, okay, so when you go into the prophecy of the Lord's elect, this is what it's all about, all right, it's all about the elect within the elect, okay, so you have the 1/3, but you have an election, which is 144,000 men within that 1/3, which consists of 12,000 Israelite men from each tribe. Okay, and that is the standing government, ultimately, and the first fruits that is going to bring back the nation of Israel. So it's very important for you as a Hebrew Israelite to understand in this walk that not only you knowing you're a Hebrew Israelite, but the importance of the election amongst that. And to prove that, this precept came to mind. Let's go to Isaiah, the 1st chapter, just to show you. Okay, this is Isaiah. So the elect is extremely important. Isaiah 1:9, except the Lord of hosts had left unto us a very small remnant. Now, when you go to Hosea 1:10, when it refers to us as the sand of the sea, the elect is a small remnant compared to the sand of the sea. Okay, right here. This is Hosea 1:10. Yet the number of the children of Israel, which this should be sons. Let's see. I remember Elder Pastor Har, ban, sons. Okay, which I didn't know that until listening to the lessons. And I see sons. So when you see children, it's referring to the sons. Okay. So it says, yet the number of the sons of Israel shall be as the sand of the sea. So when you compare Israel in its entirety, it's compared to the sands of the sea. So then when you look at the elect, even the 1/3, but within that, the elect of the elect is a very small remnant, because you brothers and sisters have to understand, well, I'll say even you sisters, because brothers understand, because the flock of the Lord's pasture is men. You have to understand that, this awakening, it started with the elect men. It started with the men of the Lord. And of course, there's good and there's bad. But this whole awakening started with Abba Bivens, coming back as Elijah. Okay, which Elijah is a man of the Lord. So that makes Abba Bivens a man of the Lord, because that's Elijah. So when you look and you see, you have to understand and acknowledge that this whole walk is completely built upon, the back and shoulders of the Israelite men of Yahweh Bashem El Shai. And that's very important. Okay. Especially while we're in captivity, where the Queen of Heaven is being pushed at an all-time high. All right. It says, yet the number of the children, yet the number of the sons of Israel shall be as the sand of the sea. Now, I just want to check something real quick, because the breakdown is very simple, but it's just on my spirit to edify. I just want to see if anywhere else. It says, yet the Israelites, children, yet the number of the, there it is. See, that's the Holy Spirit. It said, click on the translation. NASB 20, yet the number of the sons of Israel will be the sands of the sea. You see? Oh, can't you see? And it says, yet the number of the sons of Israel shall be as the sand of the sea, right? Because if you didn't have sons of Israel, you can't have daughters of Israel, because daughters of Israel cannot produce sons of Israel without Israelites, all right? And hence why you have the wheat and the tare. It says, which cannot be measured nor numbered, and it shall come to pass that in the place where it was said unto them, ye are not my people, there it shall be said unto them, ye are the sons of the living power. You see that? So we were told that we were the sons of the living power. Where? Here in Babylon. By who? Hopeful men of the Lord, i.e. a small remnant, who are pushing to us young brothers about the elect, the elect, the elect. Okay, so I want to go into some edification pertaining to the 12,000 elect men from the tribe of Joseph, which is interchangeable with the tribe of Ephraim. And I'm going to give that to you really, really quick. So it's very simple. Isaiah 1:9, except Yahweh Bashem Yahushai of hosts had left unto us a very small remnant, we should have been as Sodom, and we should have been like unto Gomorrah. And why? Because the majority of our people are wicked. And it says Sodom and Gomorrah, right? Well, am I in Isaiah right here? Yep. When you go to, let's go to Isaiah 3:9, because our people actually show their sin as Sodom and Gomorrah. Isaiah 3:9, the shoe of their countenance, see, for Jerusalem is ruined and Judah is fallen. So this is referring to Israelites. Romans 1, the shoe of their countenance does witness against them, and they declare their sin as Sodom. They hide it not. Woe unto their soul, for they have rewarded evil unto themselves. So when you look at the entirety of our people, you have to understand that we as a nation were completely through. But there's one factor that has to be added into this equation, and that factor is Yahushai, which is the most important Israelite man of our nation, and that is Yahushai. He's literally been set up as our savior and also our high priest, and he changed the priesthood. Okay, so we have a completely new priesthood now as well, which through his sacrifice, fulfilling prophecy, has now opened the door for all Israelite men to not only be kings, but also priests. Okay, so right here, it shows you without the elect, we would be through. We would be finished. Without, matter of fact, here's another one pertaining to the elect. The elect is very important. And a lot of camps, a lot of t-shirt fringe Israelites, they do not push the election. Okay, they push a nation doctrine. This is not a nation doctrine as in come one, come all Israelite, but we are open to Israelites. But what the Spirit is doing is gathering the elect out of Israel as the nation is coming forth. Okay, and so much without the elect. Now, someone could say Israel is the elect, but there's elect within that. Okay. And then you also have the 2/3 prophecy. 2/3 of the elect nation of Israel is going to perish, but the elect is not going to perish. If a man of the Lord that's of the 144,000 perish, that's because he's fulfilling a prophecy in Revelations 20, where he refused to receive the mark nor bow to the image. Okay, Matthew 24 and 22. So this is how important the elect is. Matthew 24 and 22. And except those days should be shortened, there should no flesh be saved, but for the elect's sake, those days should be shortened. So the elect is extremely important. All right. And one thing that, you brothers and sisters should be mindful of is not only prophecy being fulfilled, but the Lord's elect being sealed. Okay. This is, picked out, chosen to obtain salvation through Hamashiach. Christians are called chosen or elect. Okay, see that? Look at this, choice, select, i.e. the best of its kind or class, excellent, preeminent, applied to certain individual Israelites. Okay, so the elect is the best of its kind. The elect is the best of the best out of the best. All right, so that's extremely important to understand. And also the elect has been predestined as well. Okay, this is Ephesians 1. All right, so this proves that come back to the laws, the doctrine is not what's going to deliver us. All right, This is Ephesians 1 and 4, but we're not making void of the law. Ephesians 1 and 4, according as he has chosen us in him before the foundation of the world. See, before the foundation of the world, which also proves Romans the 9th chapter. Neither doing good nor bad, but according to election. Let me get that real quick. This is wrong. And Salaki, if I'm going fast or rapid fire, I'm just getting what's given to me. Okay. Romans 9 and 11. For the children being not yet born, neither having done any good or evil, that the purpose of Yahweh according to election might stand, not of works, but of him that calleth. See that? So this right here is referring to how Jacob was selected and elected before they were born, which proves that the Lord set up Esau giving his birthright, selling his birthright to his younger brother Jacob, which then gave Jacob the right as firstborn sonship. Okay, so this was always set up. So when you hear a Christian say that Jacob stole it, which really in their spirit, they're letting you know that Jacob is, like how they refer to us now as thieves. That nigga stole from me, So Esau is calling his brother Jacob a thief, but when you go into the account, he sold it. And then so much, even with that statement, you just go to Romans 9 and it tells you that it was already set up this way from the beginning. You see? So I just want to make that quick point. Ephesians 1 and 4, according as he has chosen us in him before the foundation of the world, that we should be holy and without blame before him in love, having predestinated us unto the adoption, right? And only Israel is given that adoption. Romans 9, unto the adoption of the children by Yahweh Shai HaMashiach to himself, according to the good pleasure of his will. There you go. Okay. So now that I got that out the way, now let's jump right into this quick edification. So here you go. Revelation 7 and 1. After these things, I saw 4 angels standing on the 4 corners of the earth, holding the 4 winds of the earth, that the wind should not blow on the earth, the destroying wind, Jeremiah, nor on the sea, nor on any tree. And I saw another angel ascending from the east, having the seal of the living power. And he cried with a loud voice to the 4 angels, to whom it was given to hurt the earth and the sea, saying, hurt not the earth, neither the sea, nor the trees, till we have sealed the servants of our power in their forehead. So this is extremely important. Okay. So the election has to be sealed. The MOT has to be mandatory, and World War III's destruction. Okay. So that's a trifecta right there. It's very important. Okay. So you as an Israelite, now learning this truth, you have to also understand that the end will come because the elect is sealed, prophecies fulfilled. All right. So very, very important. So when you go into it now, I just want to do the NLT because I like how it just sums it up. See right here. OK, so what it does is it gives you all the 12 tribes, and Joseph is a part of them tribes. But look, Joseph had a son also named what? Manasseh. But who's missing here? Ephraim, Judah, Reuben, Gad, Asher, Naphtali, Manasseh, Simeon, Levi, Issachar, Zebulun, Joseph, Benjamin. Wait a minute. Where's Ephraim? Okay, well, you have to understand that Ephraim is interchangeable with Joseph. Okay, Ephraim is interchangeable. Now, what I want to do is 2 things. I want to go to the account to prove it, and I also want to show you in the commentary that to a degree they understand that as well. So here's Genesis 48. All right, Israel's last days. Okay, which I got a precept right here. Hebrews 11 and 21. By faith, Jacob, when he was dying, blessed both the sons of Joseph. Bless both the sons of Joseph and worshiped, leaning upon the top of his staff. See that? So now let's go back. Now I also find this very spiritual because how Ephraim became the firstborn is Jacob in the same manner became the firstborn, meaning he wasn't the firstborn, but he got the firstborn ship. All right, now watch. And it came to pass after these things that one told Joseph, behold, thy father is sick, and he took with him his 2 sons, Manasseh and Ephraim. So some of you might not know that Manasseh is actually the firstborn of Joseph. Okay, and it's going to show you, but let's put this in. Who is Joseph's firstborn? Let me see real quick. See, Manasseh's the firstborn, like Esau was the firstborn, meaning just because so you can use this as a cut when somebody brings up Esau being the firstborn, where you say, well, wait a minute. Manasseh was the firstborn of Joseph, but Manasseh didn't get the firstborn rightship. Okay, so just a good example. Back to our point. And it says, behold, thy father is sick, and he took with him his two sons, Manasseh and Ephraim. And one told Jacob and said, behold, thy son Joseph cometh unto thee. And Israel strengthened himself and sat upon the bed. And Jacob said unto Joseph, Yahweh Almighty appeared unto me at Luz in the land of Canaan, and blessed me, and said unto me, behold, I will make thee fruitful and multiply thee. I will make thee a multitude. I will make thee a multitude, and multiply thee, and I will make of thee a multitude of people, and I will give this land to thy seed after thee for an everlasting possession. So this cuts replacement theology. Okay. Did Jacob bless Joseph that now because Christians, you see, I don't even want to get it. I don't want to go into that, but this is another cut. You use these promises and covenants that were given specifically to us to cut these heathens that are trying to wiggle their way in now. Okay. It says, oh, and that's another cut. So you have replacement theology. So now does that mean that the elect is not the literal of Israel? Which even the scholars say that the 144,000 are literal Israelites. Another cut. And it says, and now thy two sons, Ephraim and Manasseh, which were born unto thee in the land of Egypt, because you have to remember Joseph was sold into slavery. So Joseph was separated from the rest of his brothers and his father. But while he was in Egypt, he had two sons himself, which he didn't have his two sons with Israelite women, which also proves that you can be an Israelite based off just your father alone. Another cut. Okay. Were born unto thee in the land of Egypt before I came unto thee into Egypt are mine. See, let's read this. Let's look a translation up. Very simple. Okay. So right here, Jacob is letting his son Joseph know that your sons are now my sons. Okay. It says, and now your two sons, Ephraim and Manasseh, who were born to you in the land of Egypt before I came to you in Egypt, are mine, as Reuben and Simeon, they shall be mine. So there you go. Which Reuben was actually the firstborn, but Judah got that right of firstbornship. All right. And shalom, brother. Which right here. Okay. Here's the account in 1 Chronicles 5, how Reuben was the firstborn, but then it was given to who? It was given to Judah. Okay. You can look that up. See? So go to 1 Chronicles 5 and you'll see it. So there's plenty times where firstborn rights can be stripped away and given to another. Okay. Now that doesn't mean our firstborn right is going to be taken from us. Now it's going to be fulfilled. All right. So where are we at here? Okay, I want to read this one more time just to drive the point home. It says, and now thy two sons, Ephraim and Manasseh. This is why Ephraim and Manasseh are on the 12 tribes chart. Okay, which were born, because technically it would be who? Just Joseph, right? But that's a whole nother topic. And because you also have Dan, but like I said, that's a whole nother topic. And now thy two sons, Ephraim and Manasseh, which were born unto thee in the land of Egypt before I came unto thee in Egypt, are mine, as Reuben and Simeon, they shall be mine. See? And thy issue, which thou begettest after them, shall be thine, and shall be called after the name of their brethren in their inheritance. So there you go. This is why you see 12,000 from the tribe of Joseph, which is referring to Ephraim. Okay. And then when you go further down, he puts his hand on Ephraim and gives him the firstborn right and not his son. Okay. See that right here. See, let's see. I'll give it to you real quick. This is, look, this is what Jacob is, what's happening between Jacob, Manasseh, and Ephraim is what happened to Isaac, Jacob, and Esau. Check this out. Matter of fact, let's go like this. Let's go to Genesis. That's why I said this is very spiritual. Okay. Look, Jacob's deception. What about Esau's deception? So, let me see. Right here. He said, are you Esau? Look, where is it? He said his eyes were dim. Okay. Isaac said to his son, be found quickly. Okay, I just want it where it says he couldn't see. Okay, let me see. So Isaac eyes were dim as well, and he couldn't tell that Jacob. He couldn't tell that it was Jacob. Okay, let me see. Where is it? He smelled them. Yeah. Okay. So in here, it's right in here. Let me just put it like this. It's just a compare and contrast. Isaac eyes were dim. Let me see. Let me see what comes up. Right here. Genesis 27. Yep, right there. Okay, verse 1. Perfect. So when you go to verse 1, and it came to pass that when Isaac was old and his eyes were dim, so that he could not see, he called Esau and his eldest son and said unto him, my son. And he said unto him, behold, here I am. Now, when you go to this, now when you fast forward, Esau, Jacob portrayed himself as Esau to get the right as the firstborn. But remember, Esau and Jacob already exchanged a deal for the right of sonship before the blessing came. So it was already solidified. Okay. Now, when you go into this, all right, look, Genesis 48:10. Now the eyes of Israel were dim for age. See, so the same thing that how Jacob got a blessing is the same way how Ephraim got a blessing, in the sense of he was old of age, but it was set up in the spirit. It was set up in the spirit for Ephraim to be identified as the firstborn over Manasseh. All right. It says, now that the eyes of Israel were dim for age, so that he could not see, and he brought them near unto him, and he kissed them and embraced them. Okay, now watch. Verse 12. And Joseph brought them out from between his knees, and he bowed himself with his face to the earth. And Joseph took them both, Ephraim in his right hand toward Israel's left hand, and Manasseh in his left hand towards Israel's right hand, and brought them near unto him. And Israel stretched out his right hand and laid it upon Ephraim. So Israel, all right, Jacob, he took his right hand and decided to put it on Ephraim instead of putting it forth onto Manasseh. So this proves it was all set up in the spirit. The firstborn that are identified as firstborn, it's all set up. Judah, Ephraim, Jacob. You see? It says, who was the younger? See that? Remember, the elder shall serve the younger, pertaining to Esau and Jacob. So I'm just using this as a spiritual example. And his left hand upon Manasseh. So he kind of crossed his hands. Okay, so he kind of like made an X, guiding his hands wittedly, for Manasseh was the firstborn. And he blessed Joseph and said, Yahweh, before whom my father Abraham and Isaac did walk, the power which fed me all my life long unto this day. You see, look. The angel which redeemed me from all evil, bless the lads, and let my name be named on them. Let my name be named on them. This is why Manasseh and Ephraim is on the 12 tribes chart. And this is why Joseph is interchangeable with Ephraim, because now Ephraim is now identified as a son of Jacob, like Manasseh is a son of Jacob as well. And the name of my father Abraham and Isaac, and let them grow into a multitude in the midst of the earth. And when Joseph saw that his father laid his right hand upon the head of Ephraim, it displeased him. He said, and he held up his father's hand to remove it from Ephraim's head unto Manasseh's head. And Joseph said unto his father, not so, my father, for this is the firstborn. Put thy right hand upon his head. And his father refused and said, I know it, my son. I know it. See, so it's all in the spirit. Okay. He also shall become a people, and he also shall be great, but truly his younger brother shall be greater than he, and his seed shall become a multitude of nations. Ephraim, fruitful and multiply. See that? So this is just a quick example to show you why Ephraim is interchangeable with Joseph, and why Manasseh and Ephraim is on the 12 tribes chart, and why Ephraim and Manasseh is a part of the 144,000 as well. And he blessed them that day, saying, in thee shall Israel bless, saying, Yahweh make thee as Ephraim and as Manasseh. And he set Ephraim before Manasseh. So this is why we see Joseph mentioned in Rev 7 and 8, because Ephraim has now been given the firstborn right, and he's also interchangeable with the house of Joseph. Now, what I want to do is I just want to even show you just a bit further, okay? So that's what you would go to. You'd go to Genesis 48 to prove Joseph is interchangeable with Ephraim, and also why Manasseh's on a 12 tribes chart, okay? So now when you go here, I just want to show you this. So I was reading the commentary real quick, okay? So when you go into it, all right, they actually have it. So you go right here. All right, it says of the tribe, it says the list is also interesting in the way that the tribe of Ephraim is referred to, but only indirectly. The tribe of Joseph is mentioned, but Joseph was represented by two tribes, Ephraim and Manasseh. Since the tribe of Manasseh is mentioned, the tribe of Ephraim. There you go. So I just wanted to do a quick lesson on it, okay? It could be a question that could come up. It could be a scoffer trying to disprove the chart. So it's very, it behooves you to understand our history, understand why certain tribes got this right and other tribes didn't, and also for you to understand the story pertaining to Joseph, Ephraim, and Manasseh. And it's a very simple breakdown, but something like that someone could stumble upon. So it's very simple. The 12,000 from the tribe of Joseph is referring to Ephraim. So I just wanted to do a quick lesson on that. And I don't know to Zah. I could do, or even defending the gospel further as we continue to wait for prophecy to get fulfilled and our Lord and Savior Yahweh Shai to return, take this wicked queendom down. You know, so I pray this lesson was edifying, exhorting, comforting to the brothers and sisters. And also the tribe of Ephraim is the so-called Puerto Ricans, if you did not know. So, hey, call halal Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai Ba'Shem Rakakwadash. Double honors to my elders and apostles at Great Millstone that do well. Peace and salutations to the Lord's elect. With that being said, shalom.